All right, you guys, how is everybody's doing? I have some breaking news today. That's right, today that SBA Patrick Kelly had to sit before the council hearing of the Small Business Initiative, and they had to explain why 125,000 small businesses have not received their money. That's just one group. 41,000 of small business loans are still in a twilight zone, I'll call it. Those are the ones that they claim they are not able to verify their information, or they didn't file a tax return. And I still didn't hear the deliberation on, okay, what is the SBA doing to collaborate with IRS, because IRS is still not sending the appropriate transcript, the 4506T, which has been a hindrance from the beginning. I'm still waiting for that hearing to happen. But today, I'm going to show you clips on the meeting today of what was told to the SBA Capital Access Administrator to begin to release these funds to you guys. That's right. If you were stuck in a reconsideration, or you appealed, you filed for the EIDL before that last, they say May 6th, it really was December 31st, but they allowed individuals to apply and they extended it. Okay, and I believe that was for the reconsideration. All right, new applications, the deadline was December 31st, 2021. Okay, so if you didn't fill out an application at all for the first time before December 31st, well, you lost that opportunity, but they have more coming, you guys. Okay, they have more coming. Matter of fact, the pot is open now for you to submit for new funding, but I'm going to talk about that on another video. This video is mainly for you guys that were stuck in reconsideration. You didn't check those emails like I've been telling you guys. Don't be fussing with Dr. D. If you only follow my instructions and do what I suggested for you guys to do, and stop being so reactive, instead be proactive, and let's take a hold on our business ventures, and let's buckle down and become the CEOs that God has already put in you to become. All right. Soon, matter of fact, next month, we're going to start our entrepreneurship course. Literally, we're going to go 12 weeks, all right? Every week, we're going to have an opportunity. You're going to have an opportunity to get these businesses in order. I've been doing this since 2017, more streamlined, more virtual, going back and forth, telling you guys, y'all know I've been plugging. Go on those on Ervin Management Group, subscribe to Ervin Management Group YouTube channel so you can get the news when I first submit the videos. Okay, right now I am still on vacation, but I'm still working. My vacation is different from other vacations. I had a lovely time enjoying my family, you know, and dealing with our business meeting at the same time to go forward in these last third and fourth quarter of the year. But I'm still thinking about, okay, how can I better serve my clients so their business can grow like mine's growing? All right. And you know what's really hindering a lot of you guys? You need to keep your eyes off the outer, and let's get our eyes in the inner. We need that growth mindset. Okay. I know I'm called to only a certain set of people, but I'm going to tell you, I guarantee you, when Dr. D shares something with you, I done improved it, I done tried it, and I have the manifestation. Excuse me, because I'm getting my mouth done, y'all, because sometimes the words get all mixed up sometimes, okay? But sooner or later, mine gonna be flossing. Just had to get that straight, you know. I got to throw in some little joy in there with y'all, you know, to liven you up, all right? But while I am talking, I'm talking to y'all peeps. I want y'all to right quick. I'm just gonna let y'all hear the concerns. Okay, y'all gonna see some of my photos. She has some concerns, and this is some of you guys, y'all dealing with the same thing right here.
Worked with our district office on, and while there are some, I don't want to use the word questions, but there are some disparities, but they are in, you know, at least one case as simple as an email address that was different. So I guess you haven't convinced me that, and while I recognize that there are some cases that, you know, for various reasons, human error don't get reviewed in the same way that we would all like, I'm still concerned that we have businesses out there that qualify that are not being acknowledged by SBA. So I don't know how to resolve some of those cases, but I do think it's a concern, and it's an ongoing concern. And as Senator Rosen talked about trust, I think that is a real issue that many of our small businesses still have at this point.
I'm going to follow up on some of Senator Shaheen's point, and just want to acknowledge that we spent a lot of time together in developing these programs with Senator Rubio and Senator Collins.
Mr. Cardin, the chairman.
We really did want to get money out quickly. And we recognized that the verification systems would be lax, because if we had to go through all the verification systems, the businesses would be shuttered and closed for good. So we knew that there was going to be some challenges in doing this when we created the program. I'm also going to follow up on some of Senator Shaheen's points about individuals that are not, they have followed the rules and they haven't gotten the clarity that you've given us today. But first, let me just point out on waste, fraud, and abuse, because I agree. Look, we want to get money out quickly. We don't want to see any waste, fraud, or abuse, but we want to get money out quickly. And when you look at the size of the PPP program and the EIDL programs and the restaurant program, the starter venue program, the amount of fraud is very, very small. So let's be clear about that. We want to see it at 0%, but the percentages are very, very small. And under waste, fraud, and abuse or mistake, a lot of this is not fraud, as you pointed out. And we should recognize that small businesses do not have the same degree of capacity that large companies have. And at times mistakes are made. They're not intended. And we have to correct that. But let's not call it fraud when it's not fraud. So I just really want to clarify those points, and also compliment this administration for having much more transparency. We have.
Okay, so they made, now listen to him.
Right. So again, there were choices made in 2020 from a speed standpoint and a design standpoint that created systemic issues that rippled forward, and it leads to this day, because the constituency interactions that we receive are still trying to make heads or tails out of all these, disparate signals that we send them, and that is horrible. And from Administrator Guzman's standpoint, it's never again. So the Office of Capital Access is now charged with reforming, all of this in the core natural disaster programs.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing more streamlined communication and process of implementation.
But in drafting the bipartisan infrastructure bill, Congress very clearly intended that SBA use transfer authority granted by that law to reallocate funds from targeted EIDL grant program to the EIDL loan program so that businesses who are eligible for that assistance would be able to receive it. Now, in the past, the SBA has used that authority. Why was the decision made in this case not to use that authority again?
Jesus.
So, as we've indicated to the committee, we did use that authority, for example, to process applications that were received on or before May 6th cutoff deadline. So we used both cancellations, which I think Chairman Cardin referenced, as well as funds that we moved in coordination with OMB into that fund. There's no question that communication from center level personnel on an individual basis about funding being exhausted was confusing. However, when we speak to the inventory that we're talking about today, the 41,000, there aren't any instances that would be approved in obligated funds. Those files have been looked at. There has been communication to those borrowers about what was missing, what was insufficient, and in 2/3 of the cases, it is a tax-related issue. So
See, a tax-related issue.
We would not move funds because we don't see the inventory of demand. And again, the reason that's the case is 92% of that population has had a loan since 2020. And as of April of 2021, with the average increase being 200,000, they could seek a loan increase, and many did. But only 20% of those eligible for an increase ever responded over the course of 15, 16 months. Roughly.
Jesus.
So I understand, again, I want to keep reiterating this. I understand why they are frustrated with the outcome. And but in terms of the SBA's responsiveness to their petition for an increase, we have given them multiple, in some cases, reconsiderations or appeals. And we are not going to be able to get to yes on their individual file.
Wow. Okay, so y'all see what's happening? You see what's happening now? That part, I do agree with him because I literally myself had to go and show individuals how to go into your email. You go into your email, and when you go into your email, you go underneath search and type in SBA, EIDL, or just put SBA targeted advance, SBA reconsideration, and I guarantee you all them emails popped up in her list. Yes. So he is telling the truth on that. And what he's saying is 20% of those individuals that still wait, out of 41,000 businesses, now that's just one segment that's still sitting in that undetermined stage that's been denied or declined, right? Okay, so out of that 41,000, he say 92% of those individuals, they resent the emails. But out of that percentage, only 20% responded and was able to get a increase in their loan. So you still have a good 62% of small businesses, and some I know I'm talking to that you're listening to this video, that you did not even respond to the emails because you didn't see the emails, because the emails was geared to the spam or junk mail. So that's why I'm saying, you guys, in situations like this here, we have to get over the fussing and complaining and murmuring and trying to put the blame on. No. Let's go back, take a deep breath, Musa, go back into those emails, type in SBA, okay, and find out what's happening. All right. I had some that sent me, I'm like, yeah, okay, you too late here, you too late there. But I did have some clients that went through, submitted all the information, their tax returns and everything. And when they called SBA, they told them that they didn't have, all the funds were exhausted, where you just heard it live. No, they still have almost $80 billion that they didn't transfer. And listen to this. All that money that was supposed to be for the targeted advance, that grant money that they didn't grant to have the business owners because they claimed it was not in a quote unquote zone area. Your zip code was not in a under marginalized community. So you didn't qualify. That was hogwash. Everything was shut down. So it doesn't matter if I'm living in the Heights. If my business closed, how am I supposed to make some money? So that's why Ervin Management Group had an opportunity through me as the founder and owner, yes, the CEO of the company, took the initiative to have Ervin Management Group have more weight in the business community, okay? And so because of that, I had to really structure down, streamline, and focus and get certified in certain areas, become part of memberships and councils so I can get look, you guys, we have to know the rules of the game. This life is like a chess game, and if you don't know what moves to move at that particular time, you're gonna miss out and give somebody else an opportunity to become the king or the queen. So all of this I'm sharing, which this is probably part 2 of it, of the video, of what's happening, the breaking news, okay? So this is the breaking news right now, that SBA had to go before a hearing. That was today, August 2nd. That was this morning, August 2nd, okay? And they have to release the money. So now it's going to be up to you guys to pull those emails up. Okay, this is the instructions. Go to your email, all right? Go to your emails, type in SBA, find out what's the last email that they sent you, open that email up. And I'm sure you're going to have that green link that you were supposed to, that was the invitation for you to click in. Now I have to see, I'm going to go on another video and see about the portal, because remember, they shut the portal down. So you didn't even have access. And then he did mention through the hearing that they read where you go to the SBA right now and it's showing you that they have no more money and all. He just told them they need to go back and update their website because it's misleading. You say you do have money. The money that's due to these business owners, you have to release the money. We want the business owners to get the funds, and those that have the disparities going on with the missed emails and the bank accounts and even with the tax return, they say work it out some kind of way to release these funds to the business owners. So guess what? You guys, we have hope, all right? Don't give up. If you need in the office, I will be full-time offer all of this next week. So you can go on a website, schedule an appointment. All right, we can do a virtual appointment. If you're in the Houston area, we can have an in-person appointment, but you have to schedule that appointment, okay? You're not able just to walk into the office because I'm not gonna see you because it may be somebody else's time. All right, so let's do things decent and in order and see if we can be faithful over little things. God will make us ruler over much. That's his word, y'all, no matter what. And believe me, you are dealing with an individual that feared the Lord with my life. Okay, and so I am not going to give you wrong. I'm not trying to scam you. I'm not trying to provoke and manipulate you to do anything. You don't have to even contact. You can contact another company. I'm just sharing this information with you so you can have the heads up of what's going on. Because if you're just sitting there watching regular television and the news and seeing all the killing and the disasters and the flooding, that's all you're going to be consumed with. And faith comes by hearing, and hearing the word of God, hearing the word, hearing words, hearing. So whatever you are hearing, that's what you are believing. That's what you're going to have faith for. That's where your expectation is coming from. So I am striving to pierce through all the negative stuff that even other people that have deposited into your ears, you're yakking, you're letting people tell you, oh, well, girl, this happened to me, so I don't know if that's going to happen for you. Remember, the rules do not apply to the children of the Most High God. Oh, come on now, I'm about to shout now. Hey, come on. I'm telling you, you're hearing from a person that then been through the test of trial, that been through the fire and saw the fault man right there with her. You listen, you hearing a person, you seeing a person live. I'm not trying to flash no dollars in your way, trying to show you no fabulous cars. Hey, I'm living everyday life just like you, but through it all, I'm trusting in God. I'm committing everything to him. And he is telling me what to do. I have some things I'm sharing through our courses that we're going to start in September. I'm going to start promoting it. I'm getting all that together right now. So check your emails. I want you guys to sign up for this here. You don't have to. I mean, I'm only going to be able to take so many students anyway. All right. But I'm just sharing the things that have come my way, and opportunities are there for you too. But I always tell people, if you're coachable, if you have a teachable spirit, if you're not the kind that feel like nobody can tell you nothing, you know everything, well, I don't think this is for you. Urban management is not for you. Nah, urban management is not for you. Dr. D is going to tell you, share with you, guide you the best that I can according to your ability to receive. That's it. All right, peoples. Let's check those emails. All right, like I stated, go to ervmanagementgroup.com, go to the contact page. Let me know what's going on with your business, answer the questions, put a reliable phone number, okay? And when the virtual assistant contact you or you get that email, all right, you opt in so we can communicate with you legally, okay? And we won't be scamming you, all right, with just influx of emails like I'm always getting. My goodness. All right. It's going to be timely. All right. But I just want you guys to make it. And let me get off here because I don't want to be on here too long. Because I'm going to have another video to go into details how you can do certain stuff. Okay. All right. I love you guys. God bless you. And I always say, are you really in business or it's just a hobby? Whoa. Okay. Later.